Welcome to the first men's Supa-Liga match of the afternoon. We have a clash against top 4 aspiring Spearwood Lions and the lowly placed Andinos, who came off a good victory last week. Now going through the lineups: number 14, Jorge Enrique Escobar; number 11, Fernando Salas; number 5, Sebastian Correa Valenqua; number 13, in net, Ricardo Parra; number 9, the captain, Oscar Gongora; number 7, Panache Kizamba; number 17, the debutant, Milan Rozic; and also another debutant, number 4, Zach Grouden. They're on loan from Fremantle Futsal Club.
On loan?
And Spearwood Lions line up tonight. They've got Bakar Zayed, the captain, wearing number 5, Mo Tatonki, number 7, Mohamed Babadi, better known as Neiman Afisi, the number 11. Number 3, in between the sticks, Nick Kirkby. Number 12, the youngster Tristan Parry. Number 10, Ali Milham. And number 20, Morteza Ali Doost. As the game gets underway here, Zayed tries to flick that one forward, but it's cut out, only as far as Milham. Milham gives it to Tatonki, to Zayed. Tatonki again, Zayed. He plays Milham, who finds Zayed, and a big chance now, but it's a good save from Parra. An early opportunity for the Lions as Escobar flicked through the middle for Grouden. Grouden, a shot in, that one behind for a corner.
So I think we just want to give a quick shout out to Duktran, who is probably got an erection over Milan Rozic starting his first game for the Andinos. So if you're watching, Duk, leave us a comment. So yeah, it's been a good start. I think we'd have to say that it's going to be a Spearwood win in terms of how the ladder's going. But Andinos looking maybe to get their season for a late finals push with a few new additions. Zach Grouden, we know he's got a shot from games past. And Milan Rozic, a very intelligent futsal player. But here's Mo Tatonchi on the ball out wide. Some call him the speedster. There he is, using that speed. Back heel to Zayed. Toe poke, didn't come. Parra, it's another good save low down. As referee Watson makes a rolling foul against Andinos. And that's a goal kick after a nice set piece routine. As Zayed ran through the middle. So we'll restart with Parra, who's looking a bit sore. Obviously, he's a older gentleman, so doesn't recover from knocks instantly like some of the young guys do. So just to put into context this game, Spearwood slipped down to 4th on the ladder yesterday after Northern Hawks and the West Coast Cobras got wins. But with a win, Spearwood can actually go back on top by a point. So that does prove how close this league is at the moment. Everything to play for every game. And Andinos, if they maybe pick up wins for the rest of the season, they'll go for a late push to finals after they got their first win of the campaign last week against the ECU Jets. A good, strong 4-2 win. So in the early running, it's been all Ali Milham. Yeah, gloves and short sleeves. Quite a contradiction. Greg Simmons, I agree with you, but you know, it is cold in here. The air conditioning's blasting. As Watson makes a call that the Andinos didn't agree with. But the referee's always right. As Escobar comes forward, he plays it off to Tonchi, and that will be an Andinos kick in. all sorted. We're all sorted here. We've had confirmation from Watson that he's all sorted. Kazumba wide, gives it back to Groudon. So that's a nice touch after a loose pass from Salas. But Groudon's pressed Tonchi high, and that's a great serve by Nick Kirkby. As they tried to play an early kick in. It was good thinking, but not quite the execution that was needed. As Ali Milham, that's some nice feet. Plays back to Mota Tonchi. Milham. So we've 5 minutes in now, no subs, no goals. It's been not much action, but Escobar broke through the middle there with a nice change of pace as Groudon subs off, and captain for the Andinos, Oscar Gongora, checks in for his first minutes. He's a player to watch if you haven't seen it before. Yeah, that's what we need, Duck. We need some more Claudio Tavares action. As Neiman Afisi, he comes on for his first minutes. No, he doesn't. My bad. Neiman Afisi's been on the whole game. Here he comes for the kick in. Nafisi, not bad. So I think we were mentioning last week that Nafisi's actually off to the UAE at some point for some outdoor trials. So we wish him luck, as that was some nice techers there by Gongora. Just going over the head of Kazumba. And that'll be a Spearwood side ball. Milham plays to Zayed. To Tonchi. Milham. I think Spearwood just needs to get their fast-flowing futsal going. That's nice from Milham. Oh, just wide there from Zayed, but that was nice from Ali Milham. Kazumba plays to Escobar. Zayed has it, puts his foot on it, looks for options, plays it into Tonchi, nice touch. And Zayed somehow got away with that. But Milham brings it forward, Ali Milham. Looks for a switch. No switch was forthcoming. Just probably an important side note. That Jamal Youssef, the king of futsal, isn't with us today, unfortunately for Spearwood and for us. My favourite player in the league, and the woman sat next to me, Jade Paul, loves him too. Back as Zayed, gives it back to Milham. That's beautiful reverse pass, and another great save by Para. He's definitely keeping them in this and keeping the scorelines at 0-0. Gongora, nice switch there. He gets it back. Gongora, he keeps it in. Oscar Gongora, oh, just wide. He had the back post run there of Valoenka, who he's just come on for his first minutes. I thought there was a foul in there, but referee's disagreeing with that opinion. Nice throw by there by Nick Kirkby to Nafisi. Oh, Rosic is on for his first minutes. Duchtran is probably serenading him as we speak. Back as Zayed. So Ali Milham v Rosic here. Zayed. Milham. Nice feet, good awareness. Zayed. Milham. Zayed. Milham. Milham still got it. Gives it to Zayed. Milham, nice. Good feet. They're trying to double team him. That is an outrageous call there by Tom Claver, who I think sometimes the referees might just need to realise that there is a bit of contact in this sport. And actually giving a yellow to Milham too, maybe for his reaction, but I'd be frustrated as well. Rosic. Andinos will be happy with that. getting Spearwood star man on a yellow early. That's a beautiful ball and a great save by Kirkby. Rosic, no, that's not Rosic, that's Gongora. This is Rosic with the left. They'll probably want to work some side balls with his foot, his left foot. He's got a real good shot. Rosic, there we go, on his left. He'll want to get that first time going. Gongora, it's a nice shot. Kirkby, another good save. He's been in action early. So, Kirkby got the player of the match last time. Spearwood were in action. So, he looks like he's started where he's left off last game. Milham, that's beautiful feet. To go past Gongora, but Gongora does very well to get back and defend that one. That was a nice ball by Milham into Zayed. They're keeping it. Nafisi, he'll want it on his left. Toe poke. And that is a great finish by Neiman Nafisi on his left. That's a toe poke, top corner. Nothing Para could have done about that. At Andinos. Andinos, a restart here. We have to wait for the referees to be ready, of course. Rosic. Nice ball into Kazumba. Andinos haven't started badly. And this is one where they definitely would have expected to win. And Watson has given Zayed a yellow. Referee Watson just asserting his dominance on the game. He'll want to stamp his authority early. But this will be one of them games where Spearwood, they just have to win if you want to win league titles and have a good campaign. These are the games where when you're versing bottom of the league and you're up top, you've got to win. So Spearwood just need to keep their head, nothing stupid. And that is 2 players on a yellow early. Milham and Zayed, so probably 2 of their most influential players today. And that's the combination we've just seen there. And Zayed's still got it holding up, and Nafisi on the left. And Nafisi plays it to the back post. And it's gone to Doust, I believe, with his first touch of the game. Tapping in after a great Neiman Nafisi work.
As Rosic gives it to Gongora. 1-2 with Groudon. Gongora's away. And it's a good save by Kirkby. That one behind for a corner. Milham is in disbelief. He thinks it should have gone the other way. But nothing is going to change the mind of Dylan Watson as they can look to work a shot. However, Valenqua was unable to get anything on it. Rosic now. He has a bite of the cherry, but it's blocked away. And Rosic once again, Groudon. 1-on-1 with Nafisi. And Groudon gets the better of him. His shot blocked away by Zayed. Valenqua, Gongora, back to Valenqua. He's got Rosic in support and uses him. He gives it back to Valenqua. Valenqua looking to take on Nafisi, but the number 11 stands tall as Zayed has it at the back. He gives it to Doust. Back to Zayed. Milham now. Tries to take on Rosic. And Milan Rosic, the number 17, is deemed to have given away the foul. This time, a call from referee Ton Claver going the way of Ali Milham. It might cheer him up. Obviously, Milham and Zayed have to be careful. They've picked up early yellow cards, and they're arguably their two most influential players. Nafisi, however, has been a dark horse in today's match. He's picked up a goal and got the assist for the other, so he's showing his worth to secure that professional trial over in the UAE. I'm sure that goal he scored today will be added to his highlight reel as Bakazaya stands over this one. He's still quite a distance out, so he plays it into the feet of Doust, who can't quite control it, and that one is behind for a corner. Tatonki's back on now. Milham has had his first rest of the match. Tatonki, one-on-one with Groudon, and Mo Tatonki, it's a loose pass from him. Escobar back on. Rosic heads to the bench. As Groudon, he is giving that one away to Nafisi in the middle, but he wins it back and bullying his way through Zach Groudon, putting Doust under a load of pressure, but they've broken at the Lions. Is Tatonki is trying to bait Correa to dive in. However, the number 5 doesn't quite take the bait. He's won it back and he's looked to take Tatonki on himself, but it's rebounded off Tatonki's foot and gone out for a ball from the side. As he's found Groudon. Groudon has beat Sayed, and he shot a venomous one, but blocked behind for a corner. As Groudon scoops that one over the top. Valenqua, he's kept it in. One-on-one with Nafisi, and he beats the number 11, but runs out of real estate on this near side. Milham back on now. He only had a very short rest. And Zayed on the ball at the back. Milham, who's sporting the white Under Armour. Not quite a colour match with the navy blue kit, but he won't mind. Obviously a former Supa-Liga MVP on multiple occasions across the divisions, but Valenqua's away with it now. He's got Escobar in support. However, he's taken a little bit too long there on the ball, Correa Valenqua, and the chance evades him. Escobar, Salas back on now. Escobar, who's been stellar for the Andinos this season. Gongora and Escobar probably been the two limelights in what hasn't been the best start for them so far. However, plenty of positives, including the signings of Groudon and Rosic, along with the fact that they did pick up their first victory last week, and it was a comfortable one against the Jets nonetheless. As Tatonki on the far side, he'll play it to Zayed, who uses Milham. One-on-one with Gongora, and Milham tries to take Gongora down the line. He's given the ball inside to Doust, and it's a good save from Parrott, denying the number 20 his second of the game and of the season. It's his debut, so he's made a good impression already. It's Gongora. He goes himself, and he slides it through, and the foul has been given. Gongora looking for Escobar at the back post. The advantage was played, but no advantage for the Andinos in the end. Gongora, he'll have a chance, and the two people you'd want on this free kick, you'd probably say Groudon and Rosic. However, they're both on the bench. It looks like we're going to see Correa Valenqua toe poke, perhaps a signature for the Colombian. In fact, no, he puts his boot through that one. Salas now will receive the ball at the back. He's being pressed by Milham, forced to chip forward to Escobar, but nothing doing in the end. It's a great throw from Kirkby. He's found Milham at target. He's looked to go through the legs of Valenqua. Can't do so. Valenqua, and he's got Gongora in space, but opts for a forward pass instead, which is cut out. Milham now. Doust. A real opportunity here if he can make something of it, but Gongora defends well. And now Escobar. Valenqua, he just slows the game down as Kizamba comes back on, the number 7. He received man of the match for the Andinos last week. A former junior of the Armadale NPL side, played alongside Brad Kazic of the Scarborough Sharks for a fair few seasons, and he's definitely been a good addition to the side this season, but he gets turned on this occasion. Zayed making no mistake with the finish. The lead out to 3-0, and it's the captain's effort from the number 5. A really good bit of hold-up play and blast that one into the top corner. Nothing Para could do about it. He makes his way back to the bench, and one of the other goal scorers, Nafisi, is back on as Salas, who'll be looking to make amends and reduce the deficit, but passes like that aren't going to cut it.
Yes, John, you are right. Passes like that aren't going to cut it. As I think what we've realised from Andinos is they don't play the easy ball every time. There's a few times where they go for the Hollywood ball, maybe once too often, and that's probably what's cost them a few times this game. But they're 3-0 down now, and a goal before half-time will probably get them back in it, but I'd say the longer it stays 3-0, the game's just going to get further and further out of reach. But saying that, it's a beautiful ball, and that was just off the line by Totonchi. Unreal defending. It's great work rate. And that could have saw their way back in it there, Andinos, but Totonchi's efforts keeps as well as some more interesting calls going here, but an advantage was played, and Milham tried to square it to Neiman Nafisi, and that's the 5th foul that the Andinos have conceded, but with 20 seconds left. And that is some more good defending by Tonji, who's switched it on this game. Coming down to it now. Last few seconds. Can they get one more shot off? They can't. And with 5 seconds left, Escobar's going to have to do something now. He can't. And Nafisi just a Bakazade goal and a Moretz Sadaus goal. So we'll go to a quick break and we'll be back for the second half.
Has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And we are back for second half action here of the Men's Supa-Liga round 7 between Spearwood Lions and the Andinos Futsal Club. So it was a slow start from both teams, but Spearwood showed their quality probably going into the last 15 10-15 minutes of that first half and started to overrun the Andinos, who have definitely got their strongest team of the season today. So they probably would have been expecting a little bit more, but they've had a few good chances. Kirkby's played well, and Tatonchi cleared one off the line. And that is a great save by Para. Probably his 4th or 5th. And Tonclave makes another call that the Andinos aren't agreeing with. Salas kicks that out in frustration. So with this result, Spearwood Lions will go top of the league. And 4 seconds, violation by Tatonchi. So just to give you a quick update of last night's Supa-Liga A games, we had the West Coast Cobras beating the Phoenix Futsal Club 3-2 in the last few seconds with a interesting penalty call. But as Cobras players, you take them, as Salas had a great opportunity there in an open net. But Spearwood are counter-attacking. And Milham chips it just wide, so as we were saying. And the other result was the Northern Hawks, who won 4-2 against Brozzy. And that actually took them temporarily top of the league, obviously waiting on this result. As it looks like, yep, Spearwood will be going top unless we see a outrageous Andinos come back. But you never know. They've got some good players like this man, Escobar. Very good player. And Gongora, Rozic. You can never underestimate them. That's a nice ball. Escobar. And Salas, he could have scored 3 or 4 today. He's had some good opportunities, and he's normally very clinical, but he's just not been at the races in front of goal. As we say that, Ali Milham, what a goal that is. He's just sat down 2 players with 1 ball roll. So definitely you'll be happy with that one. That'll be on the highlight reel. That'll be on Instagram tonight. It's a great finish by Ali Milham. Didn't quite get that in the instant replay, but just go back and watch it when you get a chance. That's a unreal goal by Ali Milham. And that's 4-0 Spearwood. I'd probably say that's good night for the Andinos boys. But there is still 18 minutes left. So you never know. Anything can happen in futsal. As Spearwood restart the play. Nafisi to Zayed. Gives it wide to Tatonchi. That's a nice feat. It's Tatonchi, but Gongora again defends well. And he's actually won his team the side ball. Vlawenka to Salas. That's nice, but he chips that out. Ali Milham. 1-on-1 with Gongora. Gives it to Tatonchi. Tatonchi to Milham. Nice. That's some nice set plays, but unfortunately, Tatonchi passes out. Salas restarts play. Escobar. Gongora. He loses out. Ali Milham. As Watson again asserting his dominance on this game with a 4-second violation. Probably a bit harsh, you don't need to start counting immediately, but Andinos will be happy with that if they can get a goal now. Stage some comeback. Andinos, that's a good shot by Vlawenka. It was a good block in the end by Tatonchi. And that's into the corner. Gongora to take. Vlanka on the left, puts it on his right, and Salas will mop that up. But he passes to nobody in particular this time.
As Nick Kirkby will collect this one. Or he links up with Zayed now, and he's under no real pressure. He's allowed to bring it forward and play the ball to Milham, who does extremely well. And Tonclaver certain that the ball was won. No foul given. As Rosic looking for the return ball to Gongora, but it rebounds off to Tonki, then back off Rosic and out for a side ball. Nafisi, he's been good today. He's 1-on-1 with Salas, but retreats back to Zayed. Zayed's got Tatonki. He finds Milham under a bit of pressure, but Ali Milham slips past his defender, a bit of a loose touch from him, and Tatonki unable to beat Escobar. He dribbles out of bounds as it's Escobar once again. He plays Grouden. Grouden, he's looking like he wants a shot, and he's still going Zach Grouden on the left foot. He's done well to manufacture something out of nothing, but not to be on this occasion. But he's looked lively today, Zach Grouden. He's a really strong target, can shoot incredibly hard on either side as Milham almost gets the better of Rosic, but the number 17 does well. As Gongora, he's found Escobar. Can they work the back post? Kirkby cuts it out. As Zayed flicks it forward, but it's cut out by Escobar. It's a real chance now for the Andinos, but Kirkby is equal to it. And with the score out at 4-0, although this game seems done and dusted, it definitely is a little bit harsh on the Andinos, who have created some rather good chances. They are unlucky to not have found themselves on the score sheet, courtesy of some poor finishing and some individual brilliance from Kirkby. Speaking of individual brilliance, almost from Gongora, who rouletted between two defenders but couldn't get anything on the shot. And now he's unhappy. He's deemed to have given away a foul. Zayed will be allowed to restart it deep in his own defensive half. And Buck as Zayed chips forward. It's a good ball looking for Milham, but Rosic cuts it out. As Doust, he received MVP in the game just before when the Spearwood Lions B team took on the Perth Pumas. The Lions coming out 3-1 victory, or coming out with a 3-1 victory, I should say. Doust receiving MVP in his first game, and he's backing it up with a solid performance for the first team. He's found his name on the score sheet already, courtesy of that Neiman Nafisi assist. However, we've got a chance for the Andinos, but Grouden can't get the final ball right. It's another let off for the Lions, who, whilst they have been solid, could you argue that maybe defensively they haven't been quite as, I guess, tight enough to earn a clean sheet. As I said, I think the Andinos have been very wasteful, and they'll be kicking themselves later on, I'm sure, but Grouden looking to change that. However, good defending from Milham, cutting that one out. As Grouden, he gives it to Gongora.
In what way do you think?
Grouden, he's looking for Rosic. In fact, he tries to go down the line, but that one is cut out well by Nafisi. And Rosic, he lasers that one on his left foot, and I think it's a pretty poor decision from Tonclaver. Rosic really just shooting the ball out, but Tonclaver has pointed the way of the Lions. What do you think about that, Luke Ross?
Well, I think we all know my opinions on referees. I'm not a fan of them, but the thing is, if they weren't here, we couldn't play, so you've got to thank them for that, but I think sometimes the players just get frustrated. We'll hold that for a moment because we got a 2-on-1, but they slowed that down way too match there, Andinos. But yeah, I think we just need to realise that the game needs to flow a little bit. Not everything's a foul. Contact is okay. So Andinos will be feeling hard done by Grouden. He's done so well there. That was a lovely little Megs there on Zayed. So Ground's definitely made an impact in his first game for the Andino boys. As he'll take this side ball, or it's a corner, I believe. Now it's definitely a corner. As he'll go again. That's a nice ball. Rosic on the volley. And that was not a shot or a pass. That was just interesting. As Nick Kirkby will restart the play. Nim and Afisi. Good back heel there by Dos, but to nobody in particular. And Gongora, toe poke, Zayed again blocking it. He's had a good game. Vlenka, that was a really nice ball to the back post, but Kazumba just couldn't get anything on it this time. Zayed here. Gives it to Milham. Sorry, that's to Tonji. He'll go one-on-one. The Spearwood bench making some noises when Tonji does some skills. Nice to see. As Kazumba, they've got a 2-on-1. And again, Zayed defends very well. And Tonji will come away with it using his pace. Here he is. Zayed trying to dictate the game. That's a nice ball, but a loose touch by Tonji. Rosic will restart. Back to Gongora. And they've just run out there. And it'll be a Tonji ball. Nafisi to Zayed. To Tonji. Tonji and Zayed just playing their own game here. Here he is, back as Zayed. Into Dust, and Gongora's robbed it off him. This will be their chance, and he puts it wide. So I think if Andinos were going to get back in it, that was their moment, but unfortunately they've put that shot wide, and that's going to keep the score at 4-0 with 8 minutes left. And they stopped there. Nafisi did very well. So Andinos with another free kick there. That's some real good play there by Andinos. First time, Gongora chips it over to Kazumba. Vluenka. He goes forward to Rosic. Rosic, that's a nice ball down the line. But Milham takes it off Vluenka. And we've got a 2-on-2. Milham goes around the long way, goes for the back post, but Rosic defends well this time. But Gongora, that's great efforts there from the big man. As Salas checks back in. To Tonji. To Zayed. Tonji. Milham. To Tonji. Zayed. Milham. To Zayed. Gongora, the pressure's finally paid off, and Andino's got another free kick going there. Spearwood not happy with that one either. Salas, he has it, and it's just deflected wide. So Escobar's just checked in. He's got some supporters in the crowd. Vluenka back post. Kopi, another great save. I mean, they may be 4-0, but Kopi's had a lot to do this game. That's another good save by Kirkby. He's determined to get this clean sheet. Salas, Vloenka, toe poke. Ricochets off Milham. Vloenka on the left. And it'll be another side ball, as Zachariah mentioned there. Stat padding, they want the corner stats to go up. That's well played there by Kazumba to track back. And Salas has got it here wide. But I think one thing that we've noticed watching Andinos, they are very good to get in the right positions, but they just slow the game down too much, unfortunately, when they get there. Sometimes you're better off just going for it. But saying that, Andinos, other than a few mistakes, have played well today. They've relatively kept Spearwood at bay. And Escobar, toe poke. Oh, Kirkby, another save. Less convincing, but you can see a bit of magic there from Escobar. That was nice. As that corner's gone into Kirkby's hands. He rolls it out to Milham. Milham, nice flick there back to Mototonchi. And that's a side ball. Just going out of play. Vloenka, probably a low percentage pass there. But Milham on the volley. Yeah, you have to go for them when they sit up like that. As Escobar brings it forward. Vloenka, what's he going to do from this one? Oh, it was a nice idea there. If that had gone through, there would have been some pass. And Ali Milham goes to ground. That one definitely was a foul. And Douse didn't see that Sunchi wasn't watching. And that's a side ball. Tonchi intercepts that loose pass by Escobar. And that was nice pass to Tonchi. This will be a nice goal. Ali Milham into the roof of the net. And that is a great finish by some great work from Mototonchi. So I'd say we've got another Ali Milham MVP incoming after a stellar second half with 2 great goals. But again, it's been a great team performance from Spearwood, and you can't forget they're missing their main man, Jamal Youssef. So it probably would have been ugly. That's another top save by Nick Kirkby. Very good. Zach Growden. Intercepted there by Dust. He's one-on-one with Para, and he finishes that. So this is his first game that I've seen him play. I know it's definitely his first game of the season. And 2 goals for Douse today. He'll be happy with that after an MVP in the 2nd division earlier. So that's 6-0 now. And Andinos have just run out of steam on this one. But Escobar's still going. Salas plays it, trying to look for the back post, but Ali Milham reads that one. And it's a good defensive block. And that'll be a Kirkby ball after a loose shot there by Salas. Kirkby, nice underarm throw there to Milham. A bit of Milham magic. Dost on for the hat-trick. And he goes and gets it. That's a hat-trick for Dost. So maybe that's why they signed him. And that's 7-0 now for Spearwood. Well played, Dost. Maybe he's on for a surprise MVP. As Andinos just want to play this game out without it getting any worse. Tonchi to Zayed. Milham. That was some nice skills. And he goes past 2. This will be some goal. Oh, Tonchi blazes it over. That was nice from Ali Milham. And it's a parabol. Escobar here brings it forward. A good call there from Zayed. He wants a clean sheet. Why not? Kirkby will definitely want one after playing very well. If it was a bit closer, he probably would have been up for MVP too. And I don't know who blocked that one, maybe Tatonchi, but it's clear they really want this clean sheet, and this one will really help their goal difference, and two will take them top of the league. As Milheb, he'll want his hat-trick. Groudon well defended there. Very well done there by Zach Groudon. Tatonchi gives it to Nafisi. So into the last minute now, 55 seconds left. Zayed, no real pressure. Tatonchi. And Vluenka, another save by Kirkby. It's probably his 11th or 12th of the game. Andinos just can't catch a break. They can't get a goal. Oh, well done there by Escobar. Can he get his goal? He can't. So we can see the scrambling defence by the Andinos is... So on the Andinos by Spearwood is definitely paying dividends. Groudon, and that was very hard, but it wasn't very accurate, unfortunately. So 37 seconds left. This game's probably just going to peter out. I say that, Milham's turned on the magic again, and very well defended there by Salas after being beaten. Milham, side ball to Tatonchi. Milham. It's a Zayed ball. Gives it into Milham. 23 seconds remaining. I think Milham's going to want his hat-trick here as he plays to the back post. Nafisi. Great save by Para. He's played well in a losing effort. Zayed, 10 seconds. Will Spearwood get one more? All Andinos get the last goal. Next goal's the winner. Zach Groudon. And there we go. So it's confirmed. Andinos win after scoring the last goal of the game. And as the old saying goes, next goal wins, last goal wins. Unfortunately, Spearwood were too good for Andinos today after a 7-1 win, but that was a nice goal. And that'll end a great game by the Spearwood Lions over Andinos Futsal Club. 7-1 winners. We'll quickly run through the goal scorers. So Zayed, Nafisi, Doust got 3. Milham got 2. And the only goal for Andinos was Vluenka. So we'll see you back in a few minutes for the next game.